Got a pretty good one here. Wyoming is making waves when it comes to gun rights. Well, guns don't have rights. It's an inanimate object. Only humans have rights, but you know what I mean. A bold new bill seeks to eliminate gun-free zones in places like the Wyoming Capitol, K-12 schools, and the University of Wyoming campus. And the bill just blasted through the House in its third reading with a huge margin of victory, 50-10. Stick with me because I want to take a deep dive into House Bill 172 and what it means for gun owners, not only in Wyoming, but across the country, and how it ties into a decades-old federal law. And before we get started, guys and gals, welcome to Guns and Gadgets. This is your source for the latest on news, on your rights, and the Second Amendment, as well as everything in between. And if you're passionate about staying informed about the Second Amendment, hit the subscribe button right now, right there, that red one, and turn on the bell notifications to stay in the loop. Let's keep fighting for freedom together, guys. Now, to fully understand the significance of this House Bill 172 in Wyoming, we need to go back to 1990 when the Federal Gun-Free School Zones Act was passed. Joe Biden. This legislation was signed into law by George H.W. Bush, and it made it illegal for unauthorized individuals to possess a firearm within 1,000 feet of a school. The act aimed to address gun violence in and around schools and created what we know now as gun-free zones. And while the intention was to enhance safety, many Second Amendment advocates argue that these zones leave law-abiding citizens defenseless and create soft targets for those with malicious intent because criminals don't follow laws. Now, the act has been amended over the years, and it remains a significant hurdle for states that want to expand gun rights in schools, like for teachers. And that's why House Bill 172 is so important. It's Wyoming's way to push back against these restrictions and reclaim the right to carry in areas that were previously off limits. Now that you know the historical context here, let's break down the specifics of this bill and what it aims to change, because I think it's a pretty solid bill. Here's what it does. It allows for concealed carry in areas that were previously designated as gun-free zones, like K-12 schools and the University of Wyoming campus, like I mentioned earlier. However, it doesn't stop there. And just on Thursday, an amendment was successfully added that gives government authorities the power to pass rules on firearm storage. Not a fan of that one. This amendment, introduced by the bill's sponsor, who's Representative Jeremy Harrelson, it clarifies that employees or students may be required to store firearms in a container when not carrying them. Safety, okay. But here's the key to that. It also ensures that these rules cannot prohibit storing a firearm in public campus housing or require firearms be unloaded or separated from ammunition. So if you live on campus, then you can still have your firearm in your residence. Now, Representative Harrelson explained that this amendment is all about promoting safe storage without infringing on concealed carry rights, trying to find that balance. Now let's talk about the exemptions. The bill does make some of them for certain state-operated facilities. For example, Health and Human Services facilities that are licensed by the Department of Family Services or facilities that are certified by the Behavioral Health Division of the Department of Health. So if you live in the state, then you know what that is. Those will remain gun-free zones, but the logic was likely tied to the sensitive nature of those facilities and the populations they serve. The House rejected an amendment that was seeking to block people aged 18 to 21 from concealed carrying in public schools. The idea was to target high school seniors who turn 18 before graduation, but the House rejected this amendment in a 32-27 vote. So what does this all mean? House Bill 172 isn't just about Wyoming. On the surface it is, but it's about changing the status quo set by federal laws like the Gun-Free School Zones Act. And it's about reclaiming the rights of law-abiding gun owners. This is about more than one state, y'all. It's about leading the way for others to follow. Most bills that pass, whether it's pro-gun or anti-gun, all start with one state and setting the momentum. It's usually all it really takes. Now, it could be a game changer for gun owners in Wyoming, but think of the bigger picture. Thinking of the bigger picture, what do you think? I want to hear from you. What do you think about removing gun-free zones? Do you believe this bill strikes a balance between safety and our rights? The Second Amendment specifically. Let me know in the comments down below. As always, thank you so much. But before you go, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Guns and Gadgets for more updates on the Second Amendment. And while you're at it, share the video with your friends and family who care about protecting our rights and our freedoms. Guys, it's all about ultimate liberty. That's what we're here for. And together we can stay informed and make a difference. Thank you for watching. And as always, stay safe, stay free, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care, America.